So there's going to be a little announcement here that you'll be able to clip and correct some misinformation out there on Twitter here in just a moment. But Lethal, how are you?
2 thumbs up.
Awesome, man.
2 thumbs up. Jeremy has this unique ability when you speak to him on the phone, you feel better because it's like phone sex. Like you kind of rub. And the perk is because I'm part of the team, I don't have to pay per minute.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So Ryan, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing just fine.
On another stream with me.
Yeah, another stream with you. Yeah, I can't seem to escape you somehow. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of bitches cry, to be honest, in about 5 minutes. So
obviously, we get a lot of cool opportunities because we have a lot of cool people on the team. And, if you kind of go back to when Star Wars Theory and I hadn't spoken for months, and a lot of people didn't even know that we had any issues because we're grown ups and we don't have to, have Twitter fights like that. We handle things, and we eventually reconnected. Initially, the plan we discussed possibly having, me and Theory and Jay just on the Geeks and Gamers channel. Obviously, I moved that decision and we went over to Jay's channel, and that was a huge success. We had 7,000 people watching that stream, Jay.
Yeah. Crazy.
I think that helped elevate Jay's channel. And Jay was a big reason why that discussion happened, because Theory emailed me and Jay. So obviously Uche has brought a lot to the Geeks and Gamers brand. A lot of people may not know it because a lot of the stuff is behind the scenes and he's not there to brag about it, but he has recently brought an opportunity to Geeks and Gamers. And Uche, why don't you tell us what's going on?
All right. So thank you for that great introduction there, Jeremy. So basically, this is what is going down. So as all of you know, or most of you should motherfucking know, me, Ryan, and Lethal are devout. And when I say devout, I mean devout Snyderverse fans. We love DCEU. We argue with y'all about this every now and again on live streams. It's nothing new to anybody. We all know where we stand when it comes to the DCEU and Zack Snyder's vision. And as you all know, there has been a movement that has been pushing for going on 5 years to have the vision of one Zack Snyder fully realized for the people of the world with his version of the Justice League. Now, where do we come into this? Well, as you all know, Geeks and Gamers as a team does a pretty good job. No, not a pretty good job, an exceptional job at doing what's right for the community, raising money through fundraisers, bringing people into a bigger tent, such as those like our man's Theory here, the biggest Star Wars YouTuber in YouTube.
And Cobra Kai. And Cobra Kai.
And Cobra Kai. Oh, yeah. Shit. And Cobra Kai. Well, don't be coy, young man. Raise your hand. He does what he does, and he does it well. Well, you know what? We do something well also at Geeks and Gamers. We bring in talent. And me, Ryan, and Lethal worked together, made connections, and got a certain someone on the phone to talk business. And what we came up with was the hashtag Snyder Cut Eve, March 17th fundraiser special event with Zack Snyder on my channel, Uche Waneri, the Observant Lineman. We will be raising money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, as well as auctioning off exclusive. And when I say exclusive, motherfuckers, does anybody here know what exclusive means? I'm talking about straight out the motherfucking vault of Warner Brothers Pictures. Fuck them themselves. We're going to have exclusive items for auction signed by the entire cast of Justice League. That goes from artwork to actual custom-made Letterman jackets to actual real life-size football helmets with custom Justice League logo designs with hashtag Snyder Cut signed by Zack Snyder. All of these things will be on auction, as well as the money we'll be raising for an amazing cause in AFSP. Now, y'all lucky motherfuckers. Y'all lucky. Zach was doing a promo right now. He's recording a promo video for this shit right now.
That's what we were holding up for.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Zach to get the promo recorded, okay? That's why we were not intentionally making you wait. We were trying to get this recording. Go ahead, Uche.
So, once that recording is finalized and sent to me, we're going to put it on we actually have a link. I have a link for the actual stream that's already been created. And I'll get that link to you here in a second.
You need to get that link. Like, send it to Krista right now.
So you guys, if you want to start donating now, you can donate now.
We need to get the donations rolling in. So send that link to Krista and she can drop it in the chat.
I'm gonna go ahead. Let me go ahead and give this to Krista right now.
Everyone spam like right now.
Hell yeah!
This is
we should get 2,600 likes at least.
This is the day before the Snyder Cut releases. We are going to be on Uche's channel raising money for suicide prevention. Zack Snyder will be there as well. Over $500,000 have been raised throughout this entire thing. It's been more than a movement. It's been more than about just seeing a movie. It's about what happened to Zack Snyder, what happened to his family, the tragic loss that occurred. And American Foundation for Suicide Prevention has been huge that entire time. And what we're about to do here with the exclusives, we got some custom-made signs that we're going to be doing. We have so much shit that you guys are going to be able to see and celebrate and support, and all for a great cause. And it's absolutely amazing.
Hell yeah!
Say, this is bigger than just a comic book movie. This is bigger than Batman, Superman, whatever. If you don't like Zack Snyder's movies, whatever, there's a much bigger picture going on here. And this is look, obviously the three of us down here, we're excited as all fuck for the movie, but this is so much more important than just a comic book movie. And it's going to be really good. And, suicide is a horrible, horrible thing. Especially where I live, we have a very high suicide rate. I mean, most of my friends from primary school have already gone. This is going to be, I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah. And look, Zach was on a stream the other day. He mentioned, hey, I'm doing some work with Geeks and Gamers. And the internet just ran with this, okay? And he just knew he was talking to Geeks and Gamers, because that's been the focus of it. But at the end of the day, Uche's the one that brought this to us. And it's only right that it's on Uche's channel. There were internal discussions, not necessarily with Zack, but just internal discussions with us, like, where do we want to have this? Because we can put the most attention on this with the main Geeks and Gamers channel. But ultimately, it's just like the thing with Star Wars Theory. Like, yeah, we would probably have more eyes on the stream with Star Wars Theory on the Geeks and Gamers channel, but Drunk 3PO had a lot to do with kind of bridging that gap, because obviously Theory included him on the email. And, with Zack, like Uche made this happen, and it's only right that it's on Uche's channel. At the end of the day, all these people are part of Geeks and Gamers. If you don't like me or don't like anyone on the team for whatever reason, that's perfectly fine. But we work as a team and we have each other's backs. And I just want to continue to see these channels grow individually. Ryan has seen unbelievable success, and Jay has. And, we want to get Uche a signal boost. We're going to get Lethal a signal boost at some point. At the end of the day, man, like, these are my brothers. I'll do anything in the world for them. What you guys did last night for Krista Nova over on her Twitch channel, I want to see that type of support. I want to see, we have gone out of our way to try to talk to Zack. Zack has been kind enough to talk with us, and now we're doing something. We need to fucking light it up. We need to make them know that we are Geeks and Gamers, and we are not what your nonsense says on Twitter. We bring a whole different dynamic, and we're here to lift people up. I'm happy to be part of this, man, and this is good stuff.
And this conversations that we've had with Zack Snyder, it hasn't been back and forth texting. We have been like we are right now, talking to Zack.
Zoom calls with him.
Yeah. Just talking to them about all the all the awesome stuff that that we can help get done. You know what I mean?
Tell us, Ryan.
I said, real talk. There's some things we talked about with him. We really can't even talk to y'all about because he don't want it out there.
And I did
don't even know about.
And just so you know, I told Zack directly that, hey man, just to be clear, I'm not a big fan of these DC movies that you've done. I'm a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan of Watchmen, Dawn of the Dead. And he's like, that's cool, man. And I'm just want to raise money for suicide awareness, and I think we can do some good stuff. He was cool with it because he's a normal guy. He's just a cool ass dude. Look, man, Uche, like this ain't the first thing he's done for us. I mean, he's the app that's being developed for Geeks and Gamers. Those are people Uche connect me with, and I'm saving a lot of money because of Uche's connection. He connected me with some marketing people yesterday that I did not know how the call would go when it started, and it ended up going great, and they're actually going to help us in a lot of ways. He's connected us with some esports teams that I've spoken with. Uche's doing a lot, and it doesn't all get publicized, and it doesn't need to. He's just here because he wants to help this brand grow, and he watched the channel for over a year before he contacted me, so he knew what he was getting into.
I'm here because I'm on a team, man. Like, and that's the environment that I am comfortable in. And you know, a lot of people assume because I played football, because I made a lot of money, that you know that life after football is just peaches and cream. But suicide is actually a real big problem.
Yes,
for
it
athletes
is.
post football.
Yes, it is.
And I mean, I would be lying if I said I never thought about it myself, because I went through a period of strong depression after I retired. And part of what, you know, pulled me out of that dark space in my head was being able to come to channels that I enjoyed on YouTube and watch guys like Jeremy and guys like Theory talk about things that I enjoy. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. Like, I don't care about the sequel trilogy because and I've blocked it out of my mind. That's why you never hear me talk about it. But I'm a diehard Star Wars. I have Star Wars tattoos all over me. And that was one of the channels I turned to, like when I was in my deepest depression after I retired from football, was Star Wars Theory. Well, that was Theory's channel. Like, that was the first channel I ever got a membership to, as a customer of YouTube. Like, that's the first channel that I paid money to be a member of monthly when he started doing his first. After his, this was actually right before.
You're gonna make me emotional.
Right after he dropped his Darth Vader fan film. Like, that was a channel I literally, when I wake up, that's the channel I listen to see what new video. Whenever a new video popped up, it came up on my phone. I would watch it. Geeks and that from there, I got connected into Geeks and Gamers. I started watching Geeks and Gamers. These were the channels that filled that filled a void for me, that I was able to actually, like, you know, listen to other people. Because I mean, I didn't talk to people. I didn't have like phone conversations with people. I didn't like get on live streams or anything like that. I was just living my life and trying to find a way to find a little purpose in my life. Because I mean, I was going through it at that point. And when I came to Jeremy and talked to Jeremy about joining Geeks and Gamers, part of the reason why I did that was because I needed to be in a group of people again. I needed to have some kind of team atmosphere. I knew that about myself, or I wouldn't, or I would deteriorate, because that matters to me. That's what I've always been a part of, is a team environment, a space where I have people I can talk to about anything, and we talk about anything, and it's not, you know, somebody judging you or somebody saying, well, why you feel that way? You're rich. Like, people don't understand that. That's why I don't deal with people. I don't have a circle of friends outside of like my groups that I deal with here as a member of this team. Like, I have maybe 2 or 3 people in my entire life that I talk to on my phone outside of my family, and I talk to them rarely. So, you know, this was huge for me as an individual to be a part of Geeks and Gamers and finding community for myself again and finding a team to be with. And I mean, yes, I know that I know what I can do with my brand. I played in the NFL. I know how to use that. And it's not that I use it to just, you know, take advantage of shit. I use it because I know it can get me connections to people that I really admire, people that I know will respond back because of that. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, when I see people, when I saw the shit I saw yesterday, I never really bought into toxic fandom, because I always believed fandoms are just people, you know, fandoms are people who really just are down for their shit. They're down for what they like. But I understood a little bit yesterday when I was fucking going relentlessly trying to fucking put out fires with all these different fuckers on Twitter who I've never heard of or seen, who were talking about Geeks and Gamers. And I'm like, nah, what are you talking about? Like, first off, you don't know what our situation is with Zack Snyder, so shut the fuck up. And I ain't say shut the fuck up. I was as polite as I could be. But that's how I felt. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You motherfuckers, all you heard was Zack Snyder say Geeks and Gamers, and now you motherfuckers are going off the hinge. But the truth of the matter is, I mean, if I'm being quite honest, if I really asked Zach and said, "Look, Zach, just do it on. Please just do it for me on Geeks and Gamers," he would have did it. He would have did it because he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
he didn't care about people out there complaining about it being on Geeks and Gamers. He knew that he had people who were wanting to help to support a cause that is dear to his heart in the closest way you could fucking possibly ever imagine it would be. And because anybody who has a child knows what kind of damage it would do to you if you lost that child. So to see people who are online who don't know shit. You love his movies, but you don't know shit about this man. We know more about him than y'all do. For y'all to be out there talking shit and to be trying to bring fucking heat down on a brand that's trying to help promote something that's good in this world, to promote awareness for something to try and help people continue to move on with their lives. To me, that was when I was like, okay, this is the toxic fandom shit that people talk about, because I was kind of hurt by it. I'm like,
it's disappointing.
They're really just talking shit. They're really just talking.
It was disappointing, and like everyone just immediately was like, "Oh wow!"
And we
Jeremy,
knew
the guy who doesn't like Brie Larson and doesn't like Zack Snyder's DC. You know what I mean? How dare they? They don't realize that Lethal's been in this since the beginning. That Uche's been in this since the beginning. That I've got 90 fucking Zack Snyder videos and live streams between my two channels in the past year.
We became friends. Like originally, we got together because Star Wars EU, Jason Solo was the best Star Wars character to ever exist. Blah 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 blah. And then it was like, wait, you like Snyder? Okay, now you're a brother.
Well, the best way to respond to this, and we need to move on from focusing on the negativity, because at the end of the day, we're gonna move forward and we're gonna raise a lot of money, and you guys are already raising money. I'm looking at the stream right now. So Krista, continue to drop the link to Uche's channel. Let's go over there. We got 11 days. Okay, so for the next 11 days, we got something to focus on, and that is the Snyder Cut is releasing. The Snyder Cut is a win for fandom. Whether you are a fan in particular of these movies or not, it's bigger than your individual opinion of the movies. This is something that we were told that didn't exist. We were told that the people asking for it didn't know what they were talking about. And the facts are, it did exist, it does exist, and it's happening in 11 days. And on the eve of the release of the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder will be joining Uche and other members of the Geeks and Gamers team on Uche's channel, and we are going to raise money for suicide awareness. And that is bigger than any individual opinion on anything particular to Snyder's movies. Come together, focus, celebrate the Snyder Cut, get people to go to HBO Max, support the fuck out of this movie, put your personal feelings aside. Huh?
Binge if you're in Australia. Sign up, 14-day free trial.
Yeah, put your differences aside and support this awesome ass movement, and don't let a few negative people define it, because much like we are telling you, don't let the negativity of that you've seen from a Geeks and Gamers stream, or the fact that I don't like theirs, that doesn't define Geeks and Gamers, and a few spurgs on Twitter does not define the Snyder Cut movement or the Snyder fans. The three guys down here below, that's the Snyder Cut movement. Film Gob is the Snyder Cut fucking movement. Gob. All right, my boy, I love Film Gob. I'm waiting for him to put a hit piece out on me. I've been saying that for a year, Film Gob, but I do love you, brother. And so many others out there. That is the Snyder Cut movement. That's what we're going to focus on for the next 11 days. So I know we need to wrap this up soon. So,
but what's ironic about that? What's ironic about all this is one of the main hashtags was Us United.
Yeah.
You know, but
I just spent a bunch of time getting a sweet design together for these awesome custom signs. These awesome fucking signs that say Us United, except for those people that want to claim, oh, well, they're too toxic for the toxic fandom.
But Jay, thanks for letting us do this on your channel.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
I know it was annoying to sit here and stall while we were waiting for everything.
We were trying so hard to get this video from Zack. That's why we were stalling. But we are here, and I'm happy to be part of it with all of you, man. So we'll see you over on Uche's channel in 11 days, but the stream is live. You can donate now. And I'll just be honest, the best thing you can do right now is make it rain over there. Make it rain now. Because we want Zack to know that, he's we know that he's going to be very happy with this decision, but we want to put that initial kind of bump out there. This is Zack fucking Snyder, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And he's a cool guy. He's a great guy. And we're happy to be connected. And we're going to do what we can to raise as much money as possible.
It's been very difficult staying silent about this for the past
we've been quiet for about what 10 days now with this shit.
Longer. It's been about at least 14 days, man.
There's a couple times Uche got in the Geeks Gators private chat and Mariah messaged me. He goes, Uche's getting a little wild. He's gonna spill the beans.
Uche sounds drunk as fuck. He's about to spill it. And then it was Zack himself.
You guys weren't on the Park Hopping live stream when I was like, "Oh yeah, guys, you're not gonna believe this, but Zack Snyder's and then Jeremy's in the chat." I was like, I almost spilled the beans. I almost said something. I almost made a mistake.
It
just kind of rolled off the tongue a little bit. Like
again, there was a lot of internal discussion as to where we would try to point the stream, and ultimately it makes sense to be on Uche's channel, but. We're dealing with a really big name, and we respect him, and we respect, his brand, and we don't want to put him in any situation that's gonna to hurt him. But at the same time, we were trying to we wanted the announcement to land in the best possible time. We wanted to do it on Friday Night Tights, and we just couldn't get the final pieces together in place. But here we are now, and I have full faith in this community that we are going to kick some ass and take some names.